Good morning, students. Welcome to science class and welcome again to the second part of chapter 9, Force, Work and Energy. And in this video, we will read about work. Force can move or stop a moving object, and when force move an object through a distance, we can say that work is done. We can see here example, work is done when force is applied to an object. When an object moved to a certain distance, we can say that work is done. When a force makes an object move a long distance, more work is done than moving an object a short distance. Work is done when you move something, and it is done when you lift a basket, pull a table or pull a door. Now energy. What is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Whatever we do, the thing we do in our daily life that requires energy. Energy is needed for everything you do, as you laugh, you eat, you play, you breathe, and so on, so many things. And all the living things need energy to live. Now let's read about the sources of energy. From where do we get energy? Energy is what makes everything in the world happen, and we cannot ever see the energy. We cannot see the energy, but we can see the effect of it. Without energy, nothing could live or nothing could grow. From where do we get this energy? We get this energy from the different sources, and these sources are as follows. The first source is the sun. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. The sun's ray is used by plants for making food. All the living things depend on plants and for their muscular energy. No life would be possible on the earth without the solar energy. The energy we get from the sun is called solar energy. And nowadays, solar energy is used in solar heaters and solar cookers, as you can see in the picture. Now next source of energy is wind. Moving air is called wind, and it has wind energy. This is used to run windmills, and windmills are used to pumping water, producing electricity and running wheel grinding machines. Next source of energy is water. The flowing water also has energy. It has a potential energy and it is called water energy. Energy of falling water from dams is used to rotate the turbines of the generator to generate electricity, and electricity is produced by the energy of a flowing water is called hydroelectricity. The energy that we get from the water is called hydroelectricity. And now next is geothermal energy. The heat stored inside the earth is also a source of energy, and this is called geothermal energy, and it is used to produce electricity. Next energy is muscular energy. Men and animals use their muscular muscles to perform all types of work, and the energy stored in the muscles of a human being and animal is called muscular energy. Next is electrical energy. Electrical energy is the most useful and convenient form of energy. Electrical energy can be produced in a number of ways. Electrical energy can be supplied through the wires from one place to another very easily and quickly. And this energy can be converted into other forms with the help of proper machines. A fan, cooler, air conditioner, washing machines, motor, television, etc. All these appliances run on electrical energies. Now, how can we conserve the energy? Let's read about the conservation of energy. In the world, we need energy for doing work and for keeping ourselves comfortable. We cannot survive without energy, and we need to take steps so that these energy sources do not get wasted or used up. And it is very important that we have to save much energy as possible. Now, renewable sources of energy. Some of the sources of energy can never get used up and can be replaced, like the sun, wind, the water. Energy will always remain on the earth. They are abundant, so they can never be used up, and they are available in unlimited amount. So, they are called renewable sources of energy. Now, what is non-renewable sources of energy? Wood, coal and gas are available in limited amount in the environment, and they may finish or be used faster than they can be produced. They also produce harmful products like smoke while they are being used. There is danger of running out of such sources, and this is why we should avoid using them and turn to use more of renewable resources for our daily requirement of energy. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.